In this video, I'm going to show you how to work out at home. When we look at our training at home, we're going to have to break down the movements into different categories so that when we're training at home, we can make sure we're ticking off all the boxes for our body. So I'm gonna put them up on the board here, and I'm gonna break it into 4 categories. So this is push for the upper body, and this is pull, and then this is push here as well, and then this is pull. In terms of push muscle groups, we're talking about chest, shoulder, and triceps. So these are our pushing muscles. So pushing with the chest, pushing with the shoulders, and pushing with the triceps as well, like tricep push down and even in the bench press and stuff as well. And then we have these pull exercises, which is your back. So your lats, when we're doing pull-ups, rows, we have our rhomboids and we have our upper back as well, and our biceps. And then down here, our lower body push muscles. So with our lower body push, that's like if we're gonna do a squat and we come down here like this, and then we push up, the muscles that are used to push. So these are ultimately our quads, our glutes do help, and our calves as well. So this will be that category. And then lower body pulling is like, say when we do a deadlift and we come back, we're pulling the weight up. It's mainly our posterior chain. So glutes, hamstrings, and your lower back can kind of be involved in there as well. So these are the 4 categories. And then we have accessory exercises. So I'm gonna put that down here, accessory. And these are our extra muscle groups like abs, arms, bicep, triceps. They're already kind of involved there. Calves, and other things that you may want to work like rotator cuffs. These are our kind of extra fun muscle groups that we want to add, but these are our foundational things that we need to keep in balance. So what we want is a 1-to-1, oh, you can't really see that. We want a 1-to-1 ratio, and that just means every time we do a push, we do a pull. So let's put some exercises into it. So for push, we can do at home, we can do a simple push-up. That could be a chest push-up, it could be a shoulder push-up, a tricep push-up, a diamond push-up, whatever, right? And then if you had dumbbells, you could do a press. We're not working with dumbbells today though, but that could be like a dumbbell chest press, an incline chest press or anything like that. And then we have a fly. So I'm going to show you later on with resistance bands, chest flies, and things like that. And then also we can do raises, and that is like if you had dumbbells or bands doing lateral raises. So this is the exercises that we can pull from the push. And when we create a workout later on, which I'll be running through, we'll just choose one from each category. So pulling, if you have a chin-up bar or a pull-up bar, you can do chin-ups or pull-ups. I don't have one at home. And to be honest, I don't trust those ones that you put in the door. I've seen a lot of fails on that, so won't be using them. But if you have a chin-up bar or pull-up bar, you can use that. We do have pull-downs, and I'll be showing you how to do one of those with a resistance band. Over the door, doing a pull-down for your back. And then we have curls. Curls for biceps, so standing on a resistance band, curling, and then we have rows as well, doing a bent over row like that. If you have dumbbells or bands, you can do that. So this is our pulling muscle group, right? These sort of exercises. Now this is lower body push. Now this one's quite simple. We have things like squats, lunges, split squats, and all the other variations in between. You can do jump squats, jump lunges, front foot elevated split squats, all that type of stuff. Now with pull, we can do deadlifts. So if we have dumbbells, you can do dumbbell deadlifts. If you have dumbbells, you can do Romanian deadlifts as well, or with a resistance band. So those are great options. We also have hip thrusts, which I'll show you later on. And we have glute bridges too. And an exercise I'll show you later on, we have a leg curl that we can use with a towel on the floor. So I'm just gonna put a leg curl. Bang. Accessory exercises. We have arm exercises that we covered before, but we can do things like calf raises to hit our calves, and then ab exercises, and I'll put arms in too. So this is pretty much how we want to structure our workout. Now we want to do one exercise from here and one exercise from here. That's going to be a 1-to-1 ratio push to pull in your upper body. And then we're going to do one exercise from here, one exercise from here, and then 2 exercises from our accessory. So that's going to be a total of 6 exercises, and that's going to make up our workout, our full body workout that we can do 3 to 4 times per week if you're training at home. I'm going to create a workout and then we will run through it. So for example, I'll choose a push-up. Our first exercise is going to be a decline push-up. Our second exercise is going to be a lat pull-down with a neutral grip. Our third exercise is going to be from here, and we're going to do a Bulgarian split squat. Our fourth exercise from here is going to be the leg curl that I'll show you with a towel. And then I'll choose 2 exercises from here. So I'm going to do a calf raise, and then my last exercise is going to be an ab exercise, and I'm going to do some V-ups. This is going to be our workout here that we're going to take you through today. And in terms of reps, how many reps do you do? It's easier to decide when you have weights because you can make it harder, but I'm doing this video to help you do it without weights. So you want to go within anywhere between 1 to 3 reps to failure. So you want to have about 1 to 3 reps left in the tank, if that makes sense. So if you're doing push-ups and you feel like, oh, I can only get 2 left once you've finished, then that's where you want to be, within 2 to 3 reps away from complete failure. That's how you build muscle, by getting close to failure, regardless of the rep range. The research is pretty clear that if you are training very close to failure, it's going to be a good place for building muscle. Let's get into the workout. One thing I forgot to mention is that when you're doing this workout, you want to do 4 sets of each exercise. The first exercise that we're going to be doing is a decline push-up. Now, ultimately that just means we're on a decline. So we're going to elevate our feet using this couch here. So with the decline push-up, hands just outside your shoulders and your feet up here. So this is an advanced version for the push-up. If you weren't as strong and you wanted to make the push-up easier, you could aim this way because now gravity has less of an effect on you, and you would do that way. But since I'm relatively advanced, this is how I would do my push-up. So the set, coming down, I like to touch my nose on the ground and then push up here. And we want to make sure we're like a plank. We don't want to sink our hips in like this. This is horrendous. We want to come up like this, staying nice and strong. And when I get down here, I like to push my hands into the floor. Hands into the floor, like that. And I would take that as close as I can to failure, or until I had 2 to 3 reps left and I was shaking. And then I would just rest 60 to 90 seconds and move on. With the second exercise, it's going to be a lat pull down with a neutral grip. So I'm going to grab my bag of goodies here and show you how to do that. So I'm going to get this out and show you how to do a lat pull down. I'm going to use this because none of the doors are too strong around here. So I'm going to put this up top here. Oh yeah. And then I'm going to kneel down to create my lat pull down like this. So this is going to be my machine. I'm going to sit down on my butt, and it's going to be like a lat pull down machine. Neutral grip means my hands are like this, like I'm holding a hammer. And I pull down, squeeze my lats at the bottom and keep them up. So nice and fast on the way down. 1, 2, 3. Like that. And I would keep going until I was 2 to 3 reps away from failure. And at this rate, I would be here for quite a while. Or I could just simply use a harder band. So if that was too easy, which it was, I could change that to the purple band, which is thicker, which means it's going to be harder. The next exercise is the Bulgarian split squat, the most hated exercise out there, really. And ultimately what we're going to do is just put 1 foot forward and 1 foot back, foot down, like this. We don't want to be up on our toes like that. That's not good. We want to go down like that. So now that I'm here, I want to come through here. It depends on what muscle you want to use. If you want to work on your quads a bit more, then you would have a foot close like that. If you wanted to work your glutes and hamstrings a bit more, you would take a bigger step and you would come down like that. So think of it like this. If you want to do your quads, your hamstrings are closer to your calf. If you want to do your glutes and hamstring, then your hamstring is away from your calf and this angle is bigger. So let's say I want to work my hamstring and glutes. I would go here. I like to put my hands on my hips for balance and I would go here. 1, 2. And I would go for as many reps as I could, 2 to 3 reps to failure. I'd start with my weaker leg, if I had a weaker leg, and then let's say this is, I don't know, 15 reps. I would swap legs, stand in the exact same spot so that it's the same distance away from the couch, and then I would do 15 reps on my other leg like that. Moving on to the next exercise, we're going to be doing the leg curl with a towel that is going to hit our hamstrings. This is the lying leg curl that I probably didn't invent it, but I feel like I have. The lying leg curl with the towel here. So we just fold it up like this, put it on the floor, and then I'll put it here, face this way so you can see a side-on view. Your heels are going to be on the towel. Now, I lie down. Let me just adjust my microphone, put it here so I don't break it. We lie down here, we drive our heels into the ground, and we bring our butt up like this. Now from this point, we're just going to straighten our legs and bring them back whilst keeping our heels driving down to the floor. So we come up into a glute bridge position and then we just straighten our legs like that. And then to come back, we drive our heels down and that's where we get the hamstrings. So we let it out and then we come back up. Now we want to try to keep our hips still. We don't want to get here and drop down to the floor. That takes the tension off our hamstrings. So we come up here onto our upper back, butt squeezed, and then we keep it there. So we keep our butt squeezed and high, and we never let it drop down. So we're here. This is actually pretty hard. Here, and then heel into the floor. There, and heel into the floor. Actually, I'm almost pretty much done. And then I'd keep going here, and then stop. So that's a great alternative if you don't have a leg curl machine at home, which you probably won't have. Moving on to the next exercise, we're gonna do the calf raise. It'd be good if you had a step around your house and you could just use the step. I don't have a step and I just tried to do it on the couch and I'm too heavy to do that. Almost broke the couch. So I'm just gonna use this little ledge. If you come down here, this is like a very small ledge. So I'm just gonna put my feet up here on the tiles and then hold this for support and then just push my feet down like this into the floor. And one cue that I like to use to help get my calves going is to, once you get to the top or you think you're at the top, try and drive your heels, try and drive them forward. So you come up and then you try and drive them forward. That gives you the full squeeze of the calves. We come down to the ground like that. Boom, touch. As soon as you touch the floor, straight up. Heels forward. So heels up and then heels forward. That's going to get your big squeeze on the calves. Now this may feel like it's very easy, but after about 20 reps, 30 reps, it's going to get a big burn going on in your calves like that. And you want to explode up, down slow, explode up. The last exercise is for the abs and these are called V-ups. So you just pretty much need some space on the floor. I'm going to go side on for you here. And ultimately we're trying to, our body's going to be doing it like this. So I like to think of it like your hands and your feet are dancing because they want to be in partnership. So you're laying down here, you tuck your chin down. So your chin's down. I don't want your head like this. This is lazy. Keep your chin down like that because that helps. As soon as you do that, your abs are squeezed. They're turned on. So arms here. Let me come out a little bit. Arms straight, feet up, chin down. And then all we're doing is trying to touch here. Now, I don't want you to try and reach forward like that. Think of bringing your feet back and then down See that? If my feet just went here and I tried to reach, then it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be more like a crunch. So I wanna come here, bring my feet to my hands. So my hands just come to my forehead, about here, and my feet come all the way. Breathing in on the way down, and breathing out on the way up. Breathing in. Notice how my head has not touched the floor. Keep going. And then I would rest about 60 to 90 seconds, and then I would go again. So that pretty much wraps up the entire workout. If we come back up here, once again, to summarize the video, you choose an exercise from upper body push, upper body pull, lower body push, lower body pull, 2 accessory exercises. That's a full body workout. If you do that 3 to 4 times per week, you're going to be sorted when you are doing training at home because the gym's closed, or maybe you're stuck at home due to lockdown, whatever reason there is, you're going to be sorted. Quickly, just a quick nutrition tip. If you are trying to lose body fat, a calorie deficit is still the way you want to do that. If you want to maintain or try and build muscle, you need to be at caloric maintenance for maintaining, or in a calorie surplus to build. Just because you're training at home, these principles do not change, so you can still transform your body. I've got some amazing success stories from people all around the world. When we first got locked down, people transformed their bodies like crazy from having no equipment or having a kettlebell or a dumbbell or a random barbell. They still got amazing results, and you can still do that too. This is the formula that I used, and you can do it as well. If you like this video, please comment, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.